Guys, it is time. It is time for the debut of Treasure. I am so excited, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Guys, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study, and I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today, we are finally checking out the debut music video of YG's new boy group, Treasure. I gotta admit, I'm scared. I'm very scared because I never watched Treasure Box. I never really got into the hype for Treasure until that dance film for Going Crazy came out. 미쳐가. You can ask the friends in my life. You can ask my lovely partner. The song that I have replayed the most this year is going on the YouTube app and playing Treasure's Going Crazy over and over and over again. All right? 미쳐가. If that had been their debut song, I would have dubbed it the greatest debut song of all time. Because I believe, that's right, I believe that Going Crazy by Treasure is one of the greatest K-pop songs of all time. One of the greatest K-pop songs of all time. And it's a goddamn shame that they are not promoting it. Or that it wasn't even a promotional track, that it was just for the show. That's insane. So there's a lot of hype going in. There's a lot of pressure. Now, y'all know me. I try to be as fair and I try to be as cool and level-headed as possible when it comes to these reviews. So I'm going to try to put my personal feelings aside. Now, obviously, Going Crazy is a previous release of theirs, so we will do a comparison. But I do understand that this is their actual song. So, you know, my feelings for it, I will try to be as non-biased as possible. Now, speaking of YG's Treasure Box, we've never seen it, and we just wrapped up Road to Kingdom on our Patreon, so we're going to be checking out YG's Treasure Box. So if you guys want to check that out, we're probably not going to start this week. We're probably going to start next week because this week I'm wrapping up Hotel Del Luna, and then I have to do Kill It as well. But after that, we're going to be starting Good Girl and Treasure Box on our Patreon. So if you guys enjoy what we do, you want to support us, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2, you get early access to videos like this, our reactions, our listening parties, our J-pop reactions. For just a little bit more, if you join our summer tier patrons, you get live stage reactions, variety show reactions, drama reactions, reality show reactions. So all of that is on our Patreon, fun bonus content stuff. So if you want to support us, head on over there. But remember, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you don't want to or you can't, that's fine. Let's get into this video. This is Boy by Treasure, and this is your form of therapy. Moment of truth. Here we go. Ooh.
난 마치 beautiful danger 쳐다볼 수 없어 너무 눈부신 힐러 눈을 가려봐도 숨겨봐도 넌 정말 different 헤어날 수 없어 터질 듯한 내 heartbeat 불을 질러
너 언제 머릿속이 messed up yeah. 오늘따라 미치겠어
You're so beautiful 말하고 싶어 눈을 마주친 순간 이전에 난 몰랐었어 나의 type 넌 정말 special treasure Yeah I'm gonna be the one 너를 원해 운명이었던 것처럼 Yeah 수많은 사람들 속 너만 보여 I can make you happy 난 꼭 너여야만 해 Girl 마음을 열어줘 I just wanna be your boy
What was that chorus?
I'm so so addicted to you, I can't control 코끝에 담긴 너의 향기 불장나는 것만 사랑으로 채워 열기 Running and 너 위에서라면 난 전부 다
God, the rappers in this group are so incredible.
것처럼 Yeah, 수많은 사람들 속 너만 보여 I can make you happy 난 꼭 너여야만 해 girl 맘을 열어줘 I just wanna be your boy
어디서든 빛나 너는 나의 여왕
I'm alright for you I'm alright or die for you girl Baby I'll be yours Baby I'll be yours But you're so far away 이젠 맘을 열어줘 I'm gonna be your boy 나와 손을 잡고 run Treasure I'm gonna be your boy
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna admit, I got fucking chills listening to that intro. I got fucking chills. Okay. Ooh, we gonna watch that again, but let me just get my initial first impressions off my chest. So, if you guys don't know my background, I am a Korean American. Pretty heavy split. I'm like 60-40 American Korean. So I'm very, very in touch with my Korean roots. More than most Korean Americans, I'm probably a little bit more educated on Korean culture, especially Korean pop culture. So I have been around K-pop since its inception, since the beginning. And I have seen the growth and the rise and transitions of YG since the beginning. There has never been a group like Treasure in YG. Let me specify. YG has had idol groups. If we're talking just male groups, but even within I would say female groups, YG has never had true factory type idol groups. And perhaps that's what's made YG stand out so much. With groups like One Time, Big Bang, 21, Blackpink, they are groups that they have so much freedom, so much leisure, and so much of their own personal style oozing out of them. And I would say the only groups I would say that were a little bit more idol based were iKON and Winner. Winner a little bit more so down the line, but Winner, you know what? I'm not going to include Winner in the idol category, or in the I would say close to idol. They are considered idols, but Winner's music fluctuates so much. But iKON was perhaps their closest thing. But even iKON iKON was so hard YG, especially like the hip hop stuff. I don't know. Again, their own personal style, like Bobby and Bi's influence on that group was very obvious, and it just oozed personal style. So the thing about Treasure, and why I found it so exciting, is because this is YG's attempt at a true and through, fully idol group. You know, as much as iKON can dance, Icon or any of their other groups, One Time, Big Bang, Blackpink, doesn't matter who, they were never focused on, I would say the biggest things was working as a big team. You know, all the groups were small. I would say Icon was probably their biggest idol group in terms of numbers, but Treasure seems to be bigger. And the choreo is probably a big thing, you know. With YG, they focus so much more heavily on the music side. They don't focus as much on the dancing side. Again, I think Icon were probably some of their better dancers, but still, Icon never really went crazy into the choreo. You know, they were not your typical boy group when it comes to choreography. In Korean, they call it kalgunmu, which is synchronized knife cut choreography. And that was not really a thing for YG. So this is their first attempt. And even the music sounds so very not like YG's typical idol group type of sound. This sounds more quote unquote mainstream. And so that's why I find this so exciting. It's like YG's attempt at doing something mainstream, because for so long, YG has thrived and prided itself on doing basically the non-mainstream, the anti-culture of K-pop. And this is their first legitimate attempt, and I think it's spectacular. I want to check this out again. I want to watch this again. You know, the first watch through, I feel like, is just, it's never just my full reaction, because I never know where the song is going to go. And I'm concentrating on like two things at once, which is the video and the music. And so now that I know the direction of the song, I want to check out the video. So let's get into it again. And there are some other things I want to talk about the song, and we'll get into that. This part gave me chills. What an opening. And the way it just hops in right there. Ooh. So right now it has this very ethereal sound space, and then the moment it drops into the first verse, that bass. This set's interesting. This is a very interesting set. It looks like a rock climbing wall shot from the beneath perspective. Shot from the underside. This guy's got a great vocal tone. I love it.
You're so beautiful.
Why is he in a car wash? That dude's good looking, and I like his voice too. I like that siren noise, that boom. Yeah, for the pre-chorus, it's a pretty standard progression, I feel like, for the pre-chorus, and it's like largely like it's like not like the very fast build up. It's not the build up. It's like building up slowly. So that little, and it also sounds very spacey and light and ethereal. And so that very jarring siren noise, that is a nice little hook and disruption in the pre-chorus that I really, really like. I just wanna be a boy. And so this chorus is a true, this speaks to YG style. This is what makes YG YG. I both do not like this chorus and love it at the same time. And that's the problem with YG. YG loves to push the envelope. And so they love that anti-culture shit. And so everything up until this point, I think, has been pretty bog standard boy group K-pop song production. And then this chorus just takes a left turn. And it's like a jarring... it's like that instrument that RT's been using a lot in a lot of the YG stuff recently. But this is what makes YG YG. This chorus does not go your typical conventional way of any other boy group chorus. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I think is up to you to decide. I'm going to be very honest and say I both like it and I don't like it. Like, I wish the way this song is, the way it progresses, I wish it was something loud and a bit more refreshing and cathartic and freeing. Instead, it's a little bit more intense. It's a little bit darker. It's a little bit more grinding, you know, and it's a little bit more bolder. So, you know, that's the direction they decided to choose. So if I'm trying to look at it from, you know, not my own biased way of how I would have produced that chorus, if I look at it for the way it is, it's like, shit, that's impressive, you know? So yeah, I both like it and I don't like that chorus, but the rest of this song, the rest of this instrumental, I fucking love it. And that's what makes me also like the chorus too, is like the fact that the rest of this song kind of misleads you into this chorus, and it's like this great build up. It's like this great showcase. Like I feel like it's been slowly building up and everything's been impressive, and then this is just like a knock your socks off type moment. Again, not what I wanted when I heard this, when I hear this, but that's the direction they chose, and it doesn't sound bad, which is why I can respect it. And they at least add in the vocals. The I'll be your boy. At least they add in the vocals, and it's not a generic instrumental chorus. Damn, this dude's voice is amazing.
I'm so addicted to you.
Oh my god, this dude's eyes.
I'm so
Good lord. Oh my god, he's like 3 levels of handsome. My,
addicted.
I love his voice too. And that's the one thing I'm getting a lot from Treasure. They're all amazing singers. Besides the rappers, like I haven't heard them sing, so I don't know. But anyone who's a vocalist in this fucking group, their voices, and I think like that's like a hats off to their engineering team and whoever mastered this, because their voices sound so crisp. Like it was mixed so well. Like the vocals actually sound so crisp. It's not just the fact that they're good singers. They're great singers, but the vocals actually sound really, really crisp in your ears. He's my favorite. He's my favorite rapper in this group. He reminds me a lot of an underground rapper named Maslow. I really like this guy. He's got a great flow too. Okay, just weird pause. We're gonna continue, but I also wanted to speak on this before I like completely lost track. This is also one of the very few groups where their rappers don't completely overshadow and define the group. That's a very big thing about YG. With One Time, there was Teddy. With Big Bang, there was GD. And then with 21, there was CL. I feel like an icon. You had BI and Bobby, and like YG is one of the YG, what set a lot of their groups apart is that their idols sort of their rappers sort of dominated their teams. And starting with Blackpink, where Blackpink is one of the few groups that didn't have that. They have been, I feel like, straying away from that formula. Even the rappers here, like, I feel like there is no true. I don't know who the leader of Treasure is, but it doesn't pop out at me right away. And that's been a very, very YG thing where when they debut a group, it's like, oh yeah, G-Dragon is the fucking leader, even though he's a rapper. And, back then in K-pop, rappers were not like, they did not have that kind of a position. And, you see 21, it's like, oh yeah, of course CL's the leader. YG with Icon, there was a little bit of like the BI Bobby thing that people were sort of confused by. But even then, there was still like, it's either BI or Bobby, even though it was BI. But with Treasure, I don't get the feeling like the rappers are very colorful. It feels like they have their own unique style, but I don't get an inherent, they're the leaders. I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe from anyone, in fact. I might have a mental bias and kind of like put Bang Yadam in that role, mainly because he was the first shot of the music video and he perhaps has the most hype out of anybody else coming out of this group. And Bang Yadam is the only guy that I have constantly heard of, and he's the only one I actually even know and am familiar with. So I don't know if Bang Yadam's the leader or not, but that is also a very interesting thing that I noticed about this group, is that their rappers are not, at least obviously, standing out as the leaders.
Yeah, 수많은 사람들 속 너만 보여. I can make you happy. 난 꼭 너여야만 해, girl. 마음을 열어줘. I just wanna be your boy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Icon, Winner, Big Bang, they're all great dancers, but none of the groups in YG ever danced like this. This is the first ever time that they have danced like this. This is their first fully synchronized dance group, and that's exciting.
어디서든 빛나 너는 나의 여와
I'm alright for you. I'm alright or die for you, girl. Baby, I'll be yours. Baby, I'll be yours. But you're so far away. 이젠 맘을 열어줘. I'm gonna be your boy. 나와 손을 잡고 run. Treasure.
I don't know whose vocals those are, but that is, I think, besides the first drop when Bang Yadam's voice comes in with the bass, that moment and this moment might be tied for my favorite part in the song. Killing the music, going full a cappella, that guy's voice, whoever that is, incredible.
I just wanna be your boy. 필요 없어 나와 손을 잡고 run.
God, his voice, that run. Oh my God, it sounds so good.
나와 손을 잡고 run. Treasure.
Great outro. Wow. Great outro. Great chorus, party-filled outro. Guys, I'ma say it. They lived up to the hype. Now, is this song... Here's where we get into the discussion. Is this song better than Going Crazy? Absolutely not. Nothing is better than Going Crazy. But if we take out our biased glasses, take it off, put it away. What do we think of this objectively as a whole? It's still not better than Going Crazy, but it's amazing. It's fantastic. I think for me, the best case scenario for this was that it's good, even if it's not better than Going Crazy. It can still make me feel excited and hyped. Nothing was going to beat Going Crazy. And this definitely didn't beat Going Crazy. But I don't mean that in the, this sucks. I'm just saying this is a very different type of song. Question is, am I still excited about this song, even though I know that it's not better than Going Crazy? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the song is a solid 9 out of 10. Maybe even a 10 out of 10. I still don't know how I feel about that chorus. I still have very mixed feelings. But that mixed feeling is literally the only partition standing in the way of a 10 out of 10 perfect score. So really, it comes down to, I'm going to have to listen to it more. And then we're going to decide, is it a 9 out of 10 song? Is it a 10 out of 10 song? It's one or the other. But that is my opinion on it. I think this is one of the most solid debuts I've ever seen. Leave it up to YG to debut a boy group in an era and a landscape of so many boy groups, so many fucking idol groups out there. How do you stand apart? How do you stay refreshing? But I think Treasure manages to do so. But that was my reaction and review of Boy by Treasure. What do you guys think? Does this live up to the hype? What did you think of their debut? Let me know in the comments down below. And like I said, we're going to be checking out Treasure Box in a few weeks. You can join and check out Treasure Box with us over at patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos just like this, our listening parties, our J-pop reactions. But if you don't want to support us monetarily, why don't you go ahead and just leave a like down below. Let us know what you thought about the song in the comments down below, and go ahead and click subscribe. Be notified when we upload a new video by hitting that notification bell, and check out all our other videos over here. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.